Hi and welcome back. As you can see, what we've got is main, subordinate and coordinate clauses. Are you ready? Let's get started. Previously what I talked about was coordinate and subordinate clauses. So the topic was supposed to be main and subordinate, or main, subordinate and coordinate clauses. Don't worry, that is not going to be a problem. I'm going to explain the three of them: main, subordinate and coordinate clauses. So I hope you are not confused, or you will not get confused. It's going to be very easy. So let's so you see main clause, the other name is independent clause. Or when you say main clause, you mean an independent clause. So whenever we hear the word independent clause, we know that is a main clause. Or when you say main clause, we mean that is independent. That is an independent clause. So this is the clause that can stand alone as a sentence. So a main clause, it can stand as a sentence because it is an independent clause. We'll have examples, don't worry. Subordinate clause, the other name is dependent clause. So when you hear a dependent clause, you know that we are talking about a subordinate clause. Or if you hear subordinate clause, you know that we are talking about a dependent clause. This is the clause that cannot stand alone as a sentence. So it is dependent. It is a dependent clause. But don't worry, we'll have examples. Then here, coordinate clause. This is one of the two or more clauses in a sentence that are of equal importance, joined by and, or but. But it's not only and or but that you can use. We will have examples about that too. So, and you can see the definition, the reference of the definition there from the dictionary. So let's start having the examples. So let's take main and subordinate clauses first. While I was waiting, definitely you know that this is a clause. But you see, when you say while I was waiting, you would want to know, or if a person says that, you would want to know what happened. So you see, it's a clause, but the meaning is not complete. So you can't call this a sentence. So this is a subordinate clause. This is a dependent clause. Before you come, for example, someone says before you come, you would ask maybe, what should I do before I come? So you see, this is a clause because we've got a subject and you've got a verb. But this, you can't say that this is a sentence. So this too is a subordinate clause. My friend is a good person. My friend is a good person. You see, this is a clause, and you see, this is complete. I mean, you have been told about my friend, for example. So this one is a sentence because everything you need is there. So this one is a main clause. We say it is an independent clause, and you remember an independent clause can stand alone as a sentence. That he was here. That he was here. This is a clause, but you know, you should be able to remember that this is a subordinate clause. It is a dependent clause. The meaning is not, you ask, okay, that he was here, what is it? Good. I have finished my work. I have finished my work. So these two is a main clause. It is an independent clause. This is a sentence. Which I love the most. So which you love the most, what is with it? Maybe. So this is a subordinate clause. It is a dependent clause. People know the truth. People know the truth. So you should be able to know that this is an independent clause. This is a sentence. Who are you? So who are you is a question. So this is a main clause. It is an independent clause. Like here, it's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. Everything is complete. You say that this is a main clause. It is an independent clause. This is a sentence. Who helps people? Who helps people? Then what's happened to them? For example, you ask. So this is a dependent clause. I'm back. I'm back. Quite okay. Is an independent clause, main clause. So you say this is a sentence. We love you. We love you too. You don't have to give a reminder. This is a main clause, an independent clause. This too is a sentence. She's my sister. You don't have to even think. This is a main clause too, an independent clause. This too is a sentence. When you finish the work, but you see, when you finish the work, you ask, what will I do when I finish the work? So this one is a subordinate clause. So you do not say that this is a sentence. Leave me alone. You tell someone to leave you alone. This one is a main clause. It is a main clause, an independent clause. So you see this is a sentence. Water is necessary for life. Definitely you don't have to think. This too is a main clause. It is an independent clause. This is a sentence. I hope you are not tired. So with more examples, the understanding becomes better. Let's continue now. Which you requested for. Which you requested for. Clearly this is a clause. But you see, this is not a main clause. It is a subordinate clause. It is a dependent clause. So you do not say this is a sentence. I am fine. This is a main clause. It is an independent clause. You say this is a sentence. Though I do not like it. Though you do not like it. So what happened? So this is not a main clause. It is a subordinate clause. You are my friend. So without any doubt, you say this is a main clause. This is an independent clause. This is a sentence. After you have eaten. After you have eaten is a clause, but it is not a main clause. It is a subordinate clause. People love peace. You should be able to know without even thinking that this is a main clause. It is an independent clause. What you know, what you know, this cannot be, or this is not a main clause. What it is a subordinate clause. Winners do not give up. So this too is a main clause. This is a sentence. Remember, a main clause can stand alone as a sentence. Then the last example under main and subordinate clauses. Because I heard you. Because I heard you. So clearly you see that this is a subordinate clause. It is a dependent clause. So now we move to the coordinate clauses. Let's have that. The definition again is back from, you can see the reference. This is one of the this is one of two or more clauses in a sentence that are of equal importance joined by and or but. But you remember I told you it's not only and or but that you can use or that are used. So the first example here, they love us yet they don't help us. They love us yet they don't help us. Now you see, they love us is an independent clause. They don't help us is an independent clause too. So these two, you've got an independent and another independent. So both of them we say are coordinate clauses. Coordinate clauses. So they love us, they don't help us, we say are coordinate clauses. He is strong, but he can't do the work. He is strong can stand on its own. I mean, it can stand as a sentence. So it is an independent clause. But he can't do the work is an independent clause too. So we say both of them are coordinate clauses. I can't eat my food. Why? For I'm late. That is because I'm late. Or the reason is because I'm late. I can't eat my food is an independent clause. I am late too is an independent clause. I can't eat my food can stand alone as a sentence. I am late too can stand alone as a sentence. So in an independent and another independent, you see you've got, you remember, that are of equal importance. Now you've got an independent and another independent. Both of them we say are coordinate clauses. He will win the race or he will give up quickly. He will win the race is an independent clause. He will give up quickly too is an independent clause. We say the both of them are coordinate clauses. She must be able to dance, and she must be able to sing. So she must be able to dance is an independent clause. She must be able to sing too is an independent clause. So both of them we say are coordinate clauses. I hope you are not confused. So clearly, I hope that the difference that you have, the main or maybe confusion on confusion about main, subordinate or coordinate, I hope that is no more now. So like I told you earlier, the topic was supposed to be about main and subordinate, or main, subordinate and coordinate clauses. So but this should be the modified one. I hope you liked it, I hope you enjoyed it, and I say until next time.